so cute, look at that. Happy Friday. My birthday is in a few days and I've always wanted to make like an art journey video. I collected a bunch of old artwork from the last 7 to 8 years. I'm kinda scared to show how bad these drawings are, but hey, we all start somewhere. So let's do it. RossDraws art journey video. Yeah, so I broke this up into 4 phases: the noob phase, training, art school, and then now. So yeah, let's start with the noob phase. And so here are some heads. Oh, what is that? Here's like a night elf thing that I did. I love night elves. Night elves are like the coolest thing. Oh, cute ice mage. This is 2008. I was like 15, 16. I actually might use this to redraw. Tales of Symphonia, more anime. These anime eyes that we all draw in our homework. Oh my god, Atlantis lives inside of you. Here's a 16, 15-year-old me drawing graffiti on a skateboard. Oh my god, look at that phone, the flip phone. This took forever. This took probably like 3 days. I played Dota at the time. This was like one of my characters called Athena, the war goddess. My moves were fire arrow, assassinate. I spelled assassinate wrong. Assassinate. That's the word. Look, assassinate. Here is a bird in watercolor. Yeah, traditional. Some more Copic marker stuff. Yeah, she looks a little wonky. She's basically strong females again, big blade, big sword. More Tales of Symphonia. Here's a sketch I did on one of my homework and that food stain. Yeah, moving on from the marker phase, I did some digital artwork, you know? Here's the space girl in a bikini. I thought this was really cool. I was super proud of this. She looks like she had no limbs, but hey, it's that's art. Color is the new black. So this was for the Darkstalker art contest thing. This was my entry. This took forever, and I literally thought I had a fighting chance, so I didn't get in. Oh my god. Here is a guy with a butt.
Yeah.
Adobe Photoshop CS3 Extended. Yeah, so I just trained my butt off, and so now we're entering the training phase.
I'm ready.
Yeah, so here's some hands and feet, and I basically just studied a bunch of anatomy because I didn't know any. I also did a lot of still life. This guy just has the weirdest looking abs, and I have no idea what's coming out of his belly button. Hopefully it's not what we all think it is. This guy's sad for a reason. Let's just pass that. So when I started studying more, my digital painting skills got a lot better as well. Here's a Joan of Arc contest. I love this, and you can see my influences, you know, like the white feathers and the color dodge. I played World of Warcraft. I played a lot of, you know, Blizzard games, and so I was very influenced by that realm. Here's something I made for my friend's birthday. I was really happy with this. This looks so weird. I'm really proud of this one. This is after a lot of studying, you know, and I got a lot better. This was one of my very first vehicles. Probably my very first vehicle, actually. This is the worst looking vehicle I've ever seen. This was kind of like a breath of fresh air for me, where I was playing with shapes and colors and composition. Here's a class where I really learned how to render a reinvention of Batman.
Oh, yeah.
This is one of my very first digital paintings in school, Atlantis project. I was really proud of this. This was, I think, my 2nd year through school. You can totally tell that there's more thinking and design in these images. I felt like I got a lot of training now, and so I started making more personal work. Here's something I painted. I was really happy with this one. It's called A Silent Nightmare. And you can totally tell that there's a huge jump in quality. School is grinding all these mileage on my plate, and so I had to do more color keys and the mood and the story. And these are live costume sketches, and so this was done with a live model. Yeah, it helped me hone in my observational skills. Oh, this is a homework assignment and a live drawing class. Howl! I think it's one of my breakthroughs because it kind of applied everything I was learning. I just really loved making portraits, and they hung it at school, so yeah. Approached Jamie Jones. I studied with him for 2 years, and so he made me do all these compositions, explore different kind of painting styles. This is Journey. This felt like a landmark in my artistic career. They hung it at school. This kind of put me on the map, on the internet a little bit, you know, in the concept art community, and I was really proud of this one. And now we're entering late school. You might recognize this one, Nima. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know her. She's my original character. Yeah, you can totally tell that I'm coming into my own style and coming into my own world. Taking the concept art phase that I love and making it mine. Portal! We had to redesign Portal. These arts have a lot more sophistication in it, a lot more things to say. Yeah, some of you guys know that I started my YouTube channel in my last year of school. So this is my current art and where I'm at in my life. Yeah, I feel like your roots will always stay with you. Roots are roots for a reason. You can tell that these pieces have like a world-building quality with still a Japanese touch and a graphical flair. Nima! Nima is, I feel, like the perfect baby between all my years of training. From color dodge, to my anime influences, to the concept art phase that I've learned with all the textures. And then I'm beginning to experiment with like colors and shapes. This is my Noke. This is a video that I've done. These environments are getting a lot more colorful and a lot more shape-based. Ooh, Grandma's house, one of my favorite images. I'm starting to experiment a lot more with style. Yeah, it's really cool about the human experience of things we gravitate towards and things we like. They always show up later in life. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I eventually want to do a Draw My Life in the New Future, but this was super fun to create. Also, a really big announcement. I'm gonna announce it next week on my Powerpuff Girl episode. Did I say that right? Yeah, next week I'm joining the Powerpuff Girls as witches. Yeah. It's gonna be super fun, so don't forget to subscribe. Remember, every day is a color dash day.